huMAN? huMAN? What's up? It's your boy Cintron coming back at you with another reaction video. Yeah, it's your boy. He's coming back at you with a video. I should be grateful for what exactly? Should men feel grateful for intimate relations in relationships? So let's see what he's talking about. Kids, don't join a gang or a clique.
You know, it constantly baffles me how little men expect in relationships from women. Like how precious little, approaching nothing, or all they want is her to be there. You literally don't need a personality. I can see why a lot of men go for dolls.
Damning.
Whenever men are talking, it becomes evident how little they think of themselves. I was having a recent conversation with a friend online, and the topic popped up again and again internally. I'm quite flabbergasted how much men overcompensate in terms of how much women bring to the table. We're talking about this stuff, and he was saying, well, men bring to the table protection, provision, finances, money, and all of this kind of stuff. And he said, women bring their bodies. And I said, hang on a minute, women don't offer and bestow graciously upon men sex. It's a mutual thing, it's a dance. I can't get over, look, notwithstanding, I understand it's a biological drive and you want it because your biology wants to procreate. I get it. But in today's times especially, where most people don't want to have kids, they actually show that they don't want to reproduce because they're wasting their reproductive years. So objectively, whatever they say, whatever men and women say, we're not interested in it because we're showing it through our actions. So notwithstanding that, kids really aren't a proximal thing on the table that we want. People want their individual lives. They want to live separate, independent lives. Women don't need men. There's a big hookup culture now. Marriage rates, all the traditional stuff is disappearing, if not, going out the window. And still, men's biology is still grateful that they can have access to the eggs which we don't really care about. Now, it might be just me where I never wanted children, so this came into clear focus. I don't want kids, I don't want a family. So I always had the position of, you're not offering fornication to me, you're not offering sex. I'm sharing this with you. This is a dance. To feel like I should be grateful that we share this, that only you're offering it to me, and in some way you're tolerating sleeping with me, I don't want to use the left term offended, but I find it quite patronizing.
Pause. Bruh, this right here, manipulation and control. That's all it is. I mean, because any encounter has to be mutual, right? But it goes on both sides. And if you're gonna try to manipulate me by using my resources, using my protection, using the things that I provide, relationships that are oftentimes irreplaceable. Men are irreplaceable. Relations are not. You can get those anywhere. And like he said, the hookup culture is prevalent, so that shouldn't even be a thing. And then you might as well make that transactional. Get you a GFE, girlfriend experience, if you're gonna be dealing with some manipulative bullshit like that. Why even bother? And this is why men, by the droves are checking out MGTOW, going their own way, or just playing by the high value men rules. You get your resources, you amass them, stack them, and you just protect your castle from there, man. Watch out for these thoughtabots. Ew. The days of men being controlled and puppetry are done. At least if you like a high value male, or think with that rationale. No, just ew, disgusting. Anyways, let's get back to the video. Click.
I remember a few years ago I was in the throes of breaking up with an ex, and I flat out said to her, I was exasperated. I said, you know what do you actually do for me? And the first thing off the top of her head was sex. And I said, no, stop there. That's a mutual act. And then I think she mentioned cooking, but she eats with me as well. I'm grateful for it, but it's not like she's doing it just for me. But I could rattle off many things that I did for her all the time that she did not do for me. even compliments, telling her that she looked attractive. Like there was nothing she could point to. And I said to her, take your time, have a think about one thing you do for me, one thing you actually offer me that's not mutual, that you don't actually benefit from. And she couldn't. I gave her all the time she wanted. Needless to say, we broke up. But getting back to the topic, the idea that men are grateful for women sleeping with them. I know they're the gatekeepers to procreation, and that's the impulse, don't forget that. But the idea that that physical intimacy we should be grateful for, I always saw it as a dance, a sharing, an intimate sharing. I was always grateful for sharing that with someone I really cared about. But to
Pause. That is simp behavior, man. Simps beg and plead for the cookie. No. I'm gonna go to the jar, open it up. Cookie's not there, it's not available. I'm gonna get some cake. Or better yet, eat a meal that's gonna nourish my body properly, rather than some snack accessory that I don't fucking need. Like, yes, this is a desire, like you said, it's there. I want to have kids. I want to, be married someday, but I am not doing these mental gymnastics and not jumping through these hoops and not playing these games. Jump through somebody's hoop for what? I'm the hoop master now. I am the hoop master now. So, those days are long and gone. Simping for meow. No. If you're doing that kind of stuff, you've been mixed. No. All right, anyway, let's just continue the video, man.
think that they were tolerating it in some way or graciously giving it to me where they didn't want to. That's BS. And if they were, that's pathetic. For me,
sad.
Sleeping with someone is a two-way street. To me, it's a dance. It's a sharing. I'm so sick of seeing so many men operate with this one-way street romantic script with women, where everything is from man to woman. Going down 100 one-way streets and being
Simp.
lucky to find one street that was two-way, that would go both.
Simp behavior.
No, she doesn't bring sex to the table. She shares it with you. It's a dance. I'm no more grateful in her offering her body than I am grateful for holding her hand. Those things should be shared. There shouldn't be this psychological feeling like, oh, I gave this to you, you should be really grateful.
And
What,
given,
you didn't
man.
enjoy it? That's nice to know. I think they hype this marketing up, especially today, where so many people aren't sort of based on traditional values, to keep women's contribution above men, that we still chase them, that they're offering somehow something a lot more than what we ever do. And it doesn't.
Pause. Yeah, exactly, man. Like, it's the bartering. I'm bartering for your youth and your beauty. You come to the table, you say, I say, how old are you? What are your future aspirations? What do you want to be? Trying to see if, you fit into the family mold that I'm looking for. But if you don't, if you're above a certain age and I don't, I'm not willing to play backgammon, risk it all, gamble with my future as far as, likelihood of you having kids at a certain age. And you're not the person that I'm attracted to, and I'm not willing to give on that as far as your other qualities outweighing that, outweighing the fact that you aren't as attractive as I would, desire, then no. Like you said, it's a mutual dance, but it's not something to be, withheld. That's not. I mean, yeah, sex is a given. I'm not gonna take it, but if I see that you have a pattern of withholding, yeah, that's going to be diced out really quickly. Yeah, if you're a person that plays those type of games, you're not gonna even get to the sweepstakes. So no, not even on the table. You get kicked out. Anyways, let's get back to the video.
It doesn't matter whether she's a dead fish in bed or you're more active and who does what. It's a dance. It's a shared intimacy. So I wanted to offer that. Have a rethink, especially in today's times, especially if you don't even want to have kids. We're operating on the primal instinct. It's frankly insulting that a woman somehow offering you should be grateful for her, offering you her body to fornicate with her, and she's somehow rolling her eyes there, tolerating it until it's over.
Pause. And that's a feministic point of view. Y'all are more sexist than we are. Treating yourself like a tool in that instance, saying, this is what I'm offering. That's like pure, cold, hard facts. Like, as far as like, yes, we understand it's something that you're offering, but you're separating the package from the deal. Like, it's kit and caboodle. Not, I mean, if that's all you are, then, you know, like your boy said in Spider-Man, if you're gonna do her, then, you know, broom her fast and get her out of here. You know, that separation of church and state, as far as like, I offer sex. You're saying that, you know, like that's all you offer. And that reduces you to an item, a tool, a doll, you know, like you said. Oh man, the complicated web we weave, like, you can't see that, you know, that. Anyways, let's get back to the video. Quick.
She's done her bit, when we know all well and good that women enjoy the act too. It just annoys the shit out of me whenever I hear that, as though from the beginning of dating, asking her out, paying for everything, getting on one knee, buying the house, the children, pushing the pram, going to soul-destroying jobs, just living his life for her, just a never-ending effort into this black hole. And somehow her allowing you to share that intimacy with her is always above and beyond anything you could provide, and you should be grateful. And I think, go for yourself. And some might think, oh, human, you sound bitter. I'm not bitter, I'm a bit annoyed at the unfair marketing they keep pushing onto you, as though men should be grateful for the smallest scraps. Men should be grateful that someone wants to share intimacy with them. It's just so condescending to think that we're trying to give as much as we can from ourselves. The fact that we'll construct lives and direct all our protection, provision, all our life direction to whatever she wants. She wants to buy a house here, she wants to have kids, she wants to go on stupid picnics, she wants to go on these trips, she wants to go to brunch, she wants all these things. We'll just say yes, 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 because we want to give to her. But think about, what does she exclusively give to you? Women don't offer sex, they share it. That's what I think anyway. Let me know your thoughts below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, helps me out. And share my videos on your social media too, that really helps me out too. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs down if you didn't. Comment below the video, and if you feel like donating, you don't have to. Links below, I appreciate it. Otherwise, I'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye.
I mean, he's right though. What do they offer? Like, as far as just like friendship, companionship, you can get those from your boys. Romance, if you just want romance, you can get that anywhere. You know, one night stands, hookup culture is prevalent. You said that already. It's like, what do you provide? You provide kids. I mean, yeah, that's something, you know. Still could go the adoption route. So I mean, like, intrinsically, what does she bring, you know, to elevate your life, to improve your life, to make it worth the deal that you know you make? Make the exclusive free agent rights that you give up, you waive when you put that ring on your finger and make a commitment to each other. It just sounded like a lot of manipulation, man. Like, using that relationship to get the resources and stuff you need from the man, so you can just, with the resources. That's just so cold and callous and calculated. No wonder people are checking out at, you know, historic rates. And we might be doomed as societies globally, you know, multiple countries. The country I live in, Japan, they're trying to pay people to get married and procreate. Can't. Love freedom too much. Not all. I mean, just because something, you're free to do something doesn't mean you should. Man, I forgot the thoughts that I was thinking on earlier, but yeah, let's just end the video there, man. It's getting out of hand and getting out of control, man. Like, if you're gonna do that, why even be in a relationship? And men, think about it. what does she bring to the relationship? Like you bringing, you know, like what a lot of guys are bringing, especially high value men. If that's not an arrangement that works, you know, seems to be working out for you, or like, you know, makes sense in your mind, do the mental calculations and see, man, you see, even lock her down. Like, it's just, everything's pointing towards the, you know, women's happiness, but no. Men aren't just a fucking accessory in a damn marriage. I mean, we like, here's, I forget, I remember. We're the prize, bro. We are the prize. Men are the prize. And look at what we bring to the table, you know, compared to what they bring to the table. High value men, 90% of the high value men are sought out, you know, you know, 10%, top 10% are sought out, and they have, you know, their pick of the 90%. So look at the dynamics and see the way it works. Anyways, let's get up out of here, man. It's struck some kind of nerve, me going on, prattling on about this, but I'm human. And from one human to another human, I enjoy watching human. Go be human.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe if you like.